documents to enable them be nominated here. But we expect to see Musitra Ismail, who is coming in as holding the People's Progressive Party ticket. He will be expected to be the first one to be nominated at 9 a.m. And we hope to see Damira Hamza, that he will be an independent. Mutazindwa Muhammad is also coming in as an independent, as well as Mukasa Jacob Okasana, an independent also. And at 11, we expect to see 11:30. We expect to see the DP candidate, that is Kasacha Henry Mobiru, will be coming in before we see Farida Nambi of NRM being nominated at 2 p.m. That is if she also qualifies with all the requisite documents, and that will be the end of those who will be nominated, apart from those who were denied yesterday and they have all the documents supporting their nomination today. If they have them, then they will be nominated today. But of course, as you can see, the district returning officer is making final touches, and I get to see that those who will be coming in, they're expected to be nominated if they have the documents. Let me engage him as we continue with this conversation on especially at day one that we saw yesterday. Good morning to you, Henry Makbai.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to the NTV viewers. We are here on our second and last day of nomination of candidates for the position of Member of Parliament, Kawempe Division North, and Councillor, directly elected Councillor, Kazo Angola A. We had a smooth exercise yesterday. We nominated 4 parliamentary candidates yesterday, and these were Hanifa Karadi, an independent, Ruemba Luswa, an independent, Ruimba Elias Nalukola of NUP, and Muchivi Sadat of FDC.
You know, when you say smooth, someone who is listening in and watching us live here on Morning at NTV would be perturbed in a way, because I feel you should be concerned as Electoral Commission with the violence that we saw happening in your precincts of Electoral Commission offices here, where we saw some people being beaten.
Within the precincts of the Electoral Commission, there was no violence. So I think that's a misrepresentation. Within the neighborhood...
Does this concern you that some people...
It concerns us because, one, the moment we had no incident within the nomination venue, and then whenever every candidate was nominated, I had to emphasize to them the guidelines for campaigns. I actually issued them a copy, and I will keep doing the same to all, and ask them to internalize the content therein. But the bottom line of those guidelines was being law-abiding. Now, we saw in the press later in the day, because I was busy here up to past 5 o'clock, and there was no incident here. So for me, I would be talking authoritatively from an uninformed point of view if I talked much about what happened out there, which I didn't witness.
Let's drive the point home, you know.
Yeah, you could. So if there was, we saw aspects of violence, stone throwing, and I'm very sure no security person can throw a stone.
Including a candidate that you had just nominated here. Yes. It's an electoral period. People have the liberty to go and engage.
We had a candidate who had been nominated, and I had emphasized to that candidate. I even remember some of the words I used to that candidate, that I was aware he was a lawyer, and he knew the implications of following the law, and that he should follow the law as a lawyer. That's the message I gave him when he was going, and I hoped that's what was. I hope they were law-abiding. So I've not interacted with security to get an assessment or to get a briefing of what led to whatever situation arose. But the preliminary information I have was that they were occupying a road, denying other road users or inconveniencing other road users, and in the process, a scuffle arose. And I really say that was not good. It was not good on the part of those who are obstructing, And then I don't know whether the type of force that was used. You know, I'll remember one time I was on one radio station, and there was a planned demonstration. That was in the year 2001.
Okay, because we don't have so much.
It's important, it has to do with violence. And I remember somebody asking me, people are planning to go and demonstrate, and what do you have to say? And I had this to say, that given that by the time I had entered the studios, no authorization had been given for that procession, I advised the citizens of Uganda not to go forceful on the streets, because I said what police deems reasonable force may be unreasonable force on whom it is applied. Okay, that's what I was trying.
Let's speak to the people you were expecting yesterday, and some of them never turned up, but also those like Moses in Sereko were not able to be nominated, and they still have seen Moses, have going to be engaged Moses there. What was it part of lack of enough civic education, or was it part of irresponsibility on their side? How would you say? What would you say about what happened?
It's not for me to judge, because I do not know what forums they are on. I do not know the kind of media they listen to. Electoral Commission attempts to offer civic education, but two, the nomination forms that we give are self-explanatory, and whoever is not clear about the content is always encouraged to come to the Electoral Commission. One thing is that for a member of parliament, one is required to have a proposer, a seconder, and the identification numbers need to be stated therein, and then 10 supporters, just 1, 2, up to 10 supporters. Now, there is a tendency actually that when people register the details of a voter, they miswrite their NIN. It's the 14-digit number. Someone may write 12 digits or 11 digits. And for as long as those are the digits and we key them in and no particulars come, then that's a wrong entry on that form, which needs to be corrected. And it was such errors. And then, like you said, Nsereko was around. He was around for almost 3 hours, I think. To the best of my knowledge, his interaction was more with the press than he was with the returning officer, and that was his choice. And he brought his papers, and we highlighted to him the deficiencies. He has another chance today. In fact, as I was coming into the nomination venue, I saw him at the gate, still engaged with the press as usual. And he said he had slept, he had come very early. Then again, he said he had slept there. That was for him to determine. But all in all, we hope he has made good what we asked him to do. And if his paperwork is okay today,
so your engagement is still on?
Yeah, our engagement is still on, because our engagement with any candidate will end at 5 p.m. today. Because these are 2 days were gazetted for this activity, yesterday and today.
And you're meeting them tomorrow, right?
And we are meeting them tomorrow. Those will be nominated. Apparently, there was even somebody who was supposed to have been nominated yesterday who sent us a message. That this Ntege Nduga Moses, who came around, spoke to one of our officers, said he was not turning up for nomination.
That was for any.
But we take that as a tentative message, because he could go back and mix up his mind. We still have up to 5 p.m. today. If he does not turn up, that's when I will take it clear that indeed he meant what he was saying yesterday.
Thank you so much, Henry Makabai, the District Returning Officer for Kampala. He's here. Of course, he has shown he is ready to receive whoever is getting ready for nomination. And you can see the team is also making everything set for you who wants to get nominated. But let me just get to the other side of the entrance. Moses in Sereko is there. He's coming in as an independent. You know, he was part of the team that was at NUP National Unity Platform. He was trying to get the ticket of an NUP, but he wasn't able to get the ticket. So I will engage him whether now he has all the details that that he was asked to bring. Yesterday he was turned away, and today he seems to carry a box of material, including his academic papers, but also his national ID. As you can see there, he's getting set. He's just waiting for 9 o'clock, and then he will be getting in. He has these bags and the boxes of documents. I'm going to engage him. Ambulire Valero yakedde ku makya sawa emu musanze atuuse wano aleese ebintu bingi nnyo biri muno. Sebo ebintu bireese
esebo box number yejjudde sebo buli kimu nkireese esebo mukama wange
yaganidde ku kyeggulo
kale kyaleese obuzibu nomination papers zino ziraba omulamuzi Martin muwummuza yasayininze wano ate yeerabira okusayininga ene walala okitegeera alabika yeerabira bwerabizi oba yakikola mu bugenderevu katawe simanyi kato yasayininga wano ne walala ne yeerabira kati ngenda okuddayo ku office wali ng'atagaddewo mukubira essimu angamba mbw alimitiyana oba kabadde kakolomonike awo simanyi kati ebintu byonna nabitereezeza dda yensonga eno yatulemeseza eggulo tewali kirala
sente zo miliyoni 3 wazisasula
kati obwo busente naawe obwo busente bunywa cyayi
oze olese kooti bbiri
kooti ya kitange ne kooti nagisikira okuva ku taata wange omugenzi Peter Sebusolo Kaggwa era ye kooti gye ngenda okozesa wali ku ballot paper yenyambala abantu bange omusajja yasikire kooti ya taata we yagenda okiika mu parliament yene ya Kawempe eno eya taata wange zino zaffe abaliko esebo kati eya taata wange yebeera ku ngulu kuba nze namusikira esebo taata
kakati ng'oggyeko ekyo ebirala byonna byonna buyenda bwanulese
tuli eno ku kitebe
abagenda okusemba nabo mbalaba we bali wanene bali
abantu banjagala mbadde nyingira waliwo omwami bamuyita Mr. Semudu Julius yangulidde engoye zino mbadde nyingira nanga Mr. Nsereko engoye ezo zikubeeremu bw'omala okwewandiisa ozambala obeere simaati sebo Mr. Semudu Julius toyanza nnyo taata
bakuma tiketi oba twasobola kuyita mukulu wa tiketi ekyo kyakuyisa kitya
ekyo kyambisiza ddala bubyera mwandaba nazirika mwandaba n'okuzirika nazirika nyakusooka kutumirako pulezidenti wange Kyagulanyi Ssentamu sebo nkwagala nnyo mukama wange nze ndi wa NUP era aba NUP tulimu babiri mukalulu kano mu NUP tulimu babiri
NUP
asooka yensereko Moses
mwabajjanga independent bagenda bagoba
wuliriza nti sebo mukama wange ekintu twajja mu debate n'entulending ensi yonna ne Kyagulanyi nnyini yalinga mu katebe ng'aseka nga bw'awanika amagulu nga bw'agamba ajasobola Nsereko ate bigenda okuggwa ng'ate boogera birala naye ng'aba NUP tulimu babiri ndimu nze n'oli omulala gwe sobola okwogerako oyo ayogera oluzungu olungi simanyi mbulooya
ozenga independent ekibiina kigamba bazenga independent bagenda bagoba
wuliriza taata ndi wa NUP naye nga ngenda kubeera independent aba NUP tulimu bameka nze n'oli kadi yange ogiraba yino sebo National Unity Platform sebo mukama wange
bana akugoba mu kibiina
ate nga bangoba batya kyogamba nze simanyi mateeka bwe gatambula tewali teeka lingoba mu NUP sebo mukama wange amateeka ngamanyi.
Because I interviewed Lewis Luongoya and he was saying that he's going to, those who come as independents are going to be fired from the party. How do you respond?
I think I'm fired how? Yanyingiza ekibiina Lewis Luongoya. Tasobola kungoba. Kati kyogamba bole magana ne mukyala oba ne family member omuntu omugoba bugobe nti genda bakusindikiriza bwe bati. Nze debate nze nagifula relevant. Natulendinga nsi yonna. Nupu nagiirawo omubiri era wandaba. Paka kati nkyatuledinga lwaki munoonya buli wa mawulire anoonyazi kitegeeza nze ndiko amawulire kati pulezidenti wange Kyagulanyi Ssentamu takimanyi
tudde ku Kawempe North olwaleero ogenda kuze ogamba oleesa ebintu byonna singa bakuwandiisa kyanjawulo kigo kyoyinza okusinga ku bantu abalala bonna
kati abantu ba Kawempe North County constituency ekyo bakimanyi ekisookera ddala nze seeyagaliza nakugambye miliyoni 2 bibawa memba wa parliament ogula emmotoka nze sigenda kugula mmotoka esene ngenda zikwata nzidiza abalonzi buli mulonzi ngenda mu emitwalo 5 ku mitwalo 10 nalukola ayogera ki ku nsonga eyo zino zibagenda tuwe miliyoni 2 zengenda okuza mbalonzi bano banalukola ne bana abesimbyewo abalala bwe wawuliddeko nga boogera ku pulogulamu ya sente ezo
mu nkola ennuŋŋamu ey'abesimbyewo tokkirizibwa kuvumirira muntu mulala
asivumiridde njogera mazima ntwale mu kooti nze njogedde mazima bonna be twesimbye nabo wawuliddeko ayogera ku miliyoni 2 kitegeeza bagenda kukusa mbuto zaabwe na bakyala baabwe nzireeta mu bantu bange ab'e Kawempe North mitwalo 5 ku mitwalo 10
ebyabaddewo eggulo fujo eryakoleddwa eggulo olyogerako kiggwe nga yeesimbyewo nga batuse n'okukwata omu ku bantu be weesimbyewo nabo
kati abo bannalukola bali mu katemba kati gwe badde tokimanyi wuliriza osobola okukwatagana ne poliisi n'omunyingayo emitwalo 10 ku mitwalo 10 n'emeka neyeefuula kwata bw'ati bw'oba ogiraba oti ng'akuta bannalukola bali mu katemba gwe sebo nalukola oyo katemba wo tomumanyi Esewo mukama wange ebyo babizanya buzanya esewo nja kufukamira wansi ku gundi ya banange bannakawempe North County constituency batata bamama basenga bakoja banange ngenda bawereza bulungi. Thank you so much.
Welcome. That is Moses in Sericos is packing his belongings here. He's getting set to come to the Electoral Commission here in Kawempe. Of course, we shall be seeing who will be duly nominated by 5 p.m. We shall know who will be on the ballot come to 13th of next month, that is March 13th is Thursday. We shall know whom the people of Kawempe North will be voting in to replace Muhammad Seglinya, who was the area member of parliament who died on the 7th of January and was buried after some days in Masaka. Stephen Billion Fefe, so Brian Kayondo here on the camera. We say thank you so much. We take you back to studios for morning at NTV to continue. And 9 a.m. Muslim Mucha comes on at then.
With what's happening in Kawempe, the nomination exercise for the Kawempe North by-election is continuing, and of course events of high drama yesterday, and indeed we anticipate a lot more drama, as if, for example, what has been transpiring there as Mr. Mbide spoke to Mr. Nsereko is anything to get by. Interesting events, but of course the political season is upon us, and that those that are seeking to come to you for votes, as media, we would like to urge that you look through the profiles and think critically about those that are seeking to have your vote. We have, for example, as a nation, grappled with the tendency for votes to be garnered on account of popularity, on account of the connotation of coin, who has been able to give money, at what point who has been able to serve some few things here and there that may be material, and very little attention is paid to what these people are taking to Parliament. The ability to debate, the ability to comprehend and be able to come up with ideas and opinion that shapes a policy is important. Now, I know there are those of us out there who are going to ask, how many educated persons in Parliament have been able to debate coherently? Okay, now that's a question I might also struggle to answer, because like some people say, we get disturbed when we see men and women who are supposed to be reasonable succumb to the whims of the day, including the fact that they are required not only to vote as any one party or party president or party leader wants, they should not actually be questioning anything. It does not disqualify the need to ensure that those that go to Parliament are able and comprehend matters of legislation. Legislation affects all of us. The laws that are made affect every human being. So it's important. Let people speak to you and make up your mind on account of what you want. The other thing is